Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Reboot, growth, reboot, longevity, reboot, understanding, reboot, and integrity. Reboot, me and you, reboot, we on the road, reboot, progress, reboot, self-discovery. Reboot, got a lot to learn in this life, reboot, and I'm excited. Reboot, gonna do it with my people, like mine. Yeah. Reboot, what you gonna do when you need reboot? What you gonna do? Reboot, a reboot, a reboot.
Hi.
Hello,
everyone.
everybody.
Welcome to Reboot.
Yes, welcome.
Hi, Leena. Hi, FTL.
Hello.
What's going
today?
on, Shelly? How's it going?
I'm all right. I'm a little sleepy, but I'm ready for this. This is like the most exciting part of my week. So I'm super ready.
Yes.
How are you?
Come on, reboot the podcast. This is it's always good to start out on Fridays because I always think of TGIF. The weekend's starting, the week is over. It's time to have a little fun. Do we have anything planned this weekend?
I need to get the kids out of the house for some fun. It's been super rainy and super cold here. So we've been in the house and trying to make the best of being in the house, but also trying not to go crazy. So we're going to take the kids out and have some fun. Maybe go to the zoo. We have a zoo membership, so maybe go to the zoo.
Oh, okay. Come on with the animals. Do your kids like to get out, or do they prefer to get in the house?
What? No, they love to get out. When we're in the house, they're like, "What is this, prison?" I'm like, "Yeah, literally our home. We have everything we need here."
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, man, to the park or something for a walk around town. I don't know. What do you do, kids? How do you keep them entertained? I don't know. Here's a rock. Let's go to the lake.
Ask Aunt Jean. She's been with them for a week. It's a lot.
Loved it. I loved it. Every second of it. Had a ball.
Oh.
What are your weekend plans? I'm like, I have to get all of my pokes and prods in with you because you're single and I get to hear it all.
I'm single and I'm ready to mingle, baby. My plans are very kosher, Usually on Saturdays it's my busy day. We're doing hair. So but this Saturday my sister's coming into town and she has a college friend who is getting married this weekend, this Saturday. So we're gonna drive down to Houston and attend the wedding. And then they have an open bar, so we are going to get pretty lit out there at them folks' wedding. Give them a little show, give them a little entertainment. That's about it. Their theme was I think it was dresses and cowboy boots or something like that. So I have this little black velvet dress I'm gonna wear, and I have these cowboy boots, my big cowboy boots that I'm gonna put on. Only thing is that I have a velvet dress. It's black, so
Cowboy
it's like
boots, are these less than melanated people?
they are less than melody.
Less than melanated. Okay.
I thought it was just automatically. I didn't think anybody needed access. Yes, they the unmelanated folks. They into the cowboy boots and I'm not sure what it's gonna be like, but I'm excited. Anytime I get a chance to wear my cowboy boots, I'm ready. Only thing is that my cowboy boots is kind of like they're ashy. That's how I can explain it. I don't know how else to say it. They're ashy, and I don't know how to make them shiny. And do y'all have any suggestions? It's just like regular. It's like leather or something.
No, but I always thought
don't
that
know what
was
kind of boots they're.
like a badge of honor. Like when your cowboy boots don't look brand new and they're like broken in, that's like, ooh, you do work. Hi, Daylin. Welcome in. Daylin, if I'm saying
Welcome in.
please
Come on in
correct
the
me.
room. Okay. Well, I'm not out there in the hay. I'm not out there with the horses and I'm not.
But they can assume.
They can assume.
They can assume.
Well, all right. Well, we'll see.
You
Maybe
out
I
here in
will
the
just.
trenches.
Maybe I'll just leave them how they are. Put some chains on them or something. It'll be fine.
There we go.
I gotta figure out how to make my dress shorter because my dress is kind of like to my knees, but I need it to be a little bit. I need to be like hitting right in the middle of my thighs.
What? And it's velvet. You said, yeah.
It's velvet. You want me to go get it? No, just wait. I'll just wait.
That's hard because I feel like velvet tells. Like you put any minor mark or like change to it, and
then it's a wrap. Well, I got a little.
It's a wrap.
I got a little bit of skill. I could cut it up a little bit and re-sew it. I could do that, but I just wanted to look for some reason for my body type. If the dress is too long, it makes my body look weird. So I prefer shorter dresses because it just gives my body more shape or something. So and I love my thighs. My legs and my thighs are my favorite part of my body. So I like to show them off. So I'm excited about that. Besides the wedding, we're gonna be doing hair. I get to hang out with my sister and my mother tonight. So that's fun. I'm gonna try to slip I tried to. My friend had made some weed brownies. I know we always talk about weed, but my friend had made some weed brownies, so I'm gonna try to slip one to her. Don't tell her if anybody knows her, and see if I could just get her to eat it. But she real picky about her food. She smells it and everything. So we'll see if I can get it off or not.
I feel like when they're made right, you can't really smell the weed in them.
Well, I can smell the weed in these.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. Maybe I can crumble. Maybe I'll crumble it up and say mix it up with some ice cream and say, oh, this is, just brownie ice cream, eat this, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to get her and my sister.
Yeah, maybe.
But they kind of hard to get. Because I'm always trying to do stuff like that. But
has your mom ever, has she ever partaken, or does she show like a certain indifference to not wanting to?
She's never taken it. She's not going to take it. She don't need it. My sister also.
She'll be all right.
My sister never taken it. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I just need y'all to live just a little bit. So I'm gonna try to what do you call it? What the dude do off a hangover when he gave
yes.
I can't think of the exact word. You said what?
Just slip it to them. That's what he always did. He was like, well, I bought these marshmallows.
Yeah, I gave us all this. Hey now. Thank y'all for coming in and listening to us. Today's podcast, I know we just trying to say a little hello to each other. Y'all tell us, how are y'all doing? How's y'all week going? What y'all got planned for the weekend? Y'all know any events happening that we can hop up on or something? I'm trying to get out here this year. I really do. I want to go to more events. I want to be around more people. And I just want to have a good time this year.
Absolutely should.
Yeah.
You absolutely should. I'm a comedy buff, so I'm trying to get to like every single comedy show. And I know I told you guys before, Andrew Schultz is like my favorite comedian. He was in Seattle last weekend, and I didn't go because the kids were sick. And And I was like, I don't want to be like, in case I catch something from them, I don't want to take it out in public. Never even got sick. Whatever they had, it didn't pass to me, and I still didn't go to the show. I was so mad.
Yeah, because nowadays when you get sick, you automatically think it's COVID. Oh shit, that's COVID.
Yeah. And you're scared. Like, I don't want to be the person to be out like spreading it to everyone. I don't bother with it. But then Joe Coy is here Saturday, so I might go see Joe Coy.
I like Joe Coy.
We'll see.
He's so funny. I love Joe Coy. Yeah. He really is, especially when he be imitating his mama. Oh and my
his
god,
son, his mom and his son kill me.
It's perfect. I'm like, you could just don't do nothing else, just that. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I love Joe Coy.
Yeah, I didn't know you was a comedy buff. That's good to know.
I love comedy. You can take me to just about any comedy show. My brother-in-law just started doing comedy, and I wanted so bad to see him perform while we were visiting them, and I didn't. Stefan. I don't know why I'm saying my brother-in-law. I don't know my people. Stefan is doing comedy.
Yeah, and it's always fun to go to open mic nights and see the folks and stuff. So I've always wanted to try that. We all should try it. The Reboot comedy night. We should do a show.
That would be fun.
Do we have any comedians in the chat? Please comment and say if you are a comedian or you ever thought about it, or would you be interested in coming onto the show and do that? Because we might have to get that popping.
Speak up now, Shelby, because you be on that. You be on Twitch clowning.
Miss Shelby, come on through, because guess what? We will clown with you, okay? Everybody got, let me tell you, all three of us comedians out here, so it's not a game. It's not a game.
I love it.
Yeah.
Before we get into telling the topic, I have to run it back. Not last week, because we had technical difficulties last week. The week before, we spoke about like New Year's goals and resolutions, all the stuff that but we also talked about writing down your goals and your stuff. And remember, I was like adamant that absolutely I will not. That day, I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna try it. So I literally just wrote down like what for the rest of the day, just the task for the rest of the day. I don't even know what kind of fucking magic it is. Like, what sorcery is this? But I got everything done, and I'm like somebody's little Mary Maid. I'm like walking past my list, checking it off, and I'm like, what is this?
See, so it works.
I guess there's something to it because I got everything done, and I'm literally like checking off the list, and at the end of it, I'm like, it's not even 9 p.m. So I got all my stuff done. It's not even 9 o'clock. Like, I still have time to have ice cream if I want. I probably shouldn't. It's late, but I still have time.
You can have a spoonful.
So I guess I concede the point that, I don't know, there's some weird psychology behind it. Like, writing things down makes them happen.
I think it just helps you focus on it more. Because you think about your mind and you think about how many things are just running through your mind. You have the thought about every single thing. And it's hard to stay focused. But I feel like when you write something down and you can go back to it and look at it, it just helps you with the focus on those specific things.
That could be it. It. I was just like, no, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to know all the shit I'm not getting done. Like, I was absolutely not. Stay away from me. But then
not the Wakanda
forever. I was like, this ain't so bad. It's not so bad.
See, and you know what? That I think it's important to do that type of stuff, and especially when it comes to our topic. Our topic this week is basically about business, entrepreneurship, the workplace, basically the business part of our lives. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you are somebody who works at a company or whatever. But I think that type of stuff is very important, to be writing things down and having a checklist and just staying focused on the stuff that needs to get done. And I feel like if you do that, can't nothing really stop you.
Yes, absolutely.
That's just how I feel. Yeah. So
now, my first question on this topic, thing that's been looming over my head since we determined this topic. What do we consider entrepreneurship? Because I do gig work, and I feel like that's entrepreneurship, but are we talking about I got it out the mud, I started with a lemonade stand, then I got a lemonade truck, now I got a whole lemonade store? What?
Now
What
Walmart done picked
is?
up my brand, and now I'm in there.
Yeah. What is?
That's a really good question because I think it's a broad field. But in my opinion,
Mm,
entrepreneurship is when you basically work for yourself, and so you're in charge of the money that you bring in. So you're
right.
not being paid by somebody like a biweekly or something like that, or you're actually um, okay negotiating. This is what I'm going to make, and this is what I get paid, and that's that. Now, as far as gig work, I mean, yeah, I mean, basically, I think that's basically entrepreneurship. It's just that you're doing work for a certain company, but they're going to pay you like a personal like you're an independent contractor.
Mm-hmm.
When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to taxes and stuff like that, you're just gonna get a little form like anybody who is entrepreneur gets.
Yeah.
So I think that that definitely could be considered entrepreneurship. Um, I think a lot of people have a lot of respect for people who have their own businesses, or people put it above working on a regular job. What's your opinion on that?
Hi, Leah. I
Hi,
I feel like
Aaliyah.
I'm a little biased because
Okay.
I do gig work, but even before I did gig work, I was just like, I mean, you're working for yourself clearly, no matter what you're doing, whether you're delivering for Uber or like me, I deliver for Amazon or whatever you're doing. I feel like you're in charge of when you work, you're in charge of what you make because I mean, you're picking up jobs based on the pay most of the time, if not the vicinity to your home. Um, I think it's all entrepreneurship. I do think there is a certain type of like respect though owed to people who take something small, like even just an idea business, like working out of your house and turn it like although I absolutely cannot stand Jeffree Star, like I cannot stand him, I got to give him his respect as a business person because he literally doing merch at rock concerts and like to now he has like warehousery and he's selling makeup and he's not even affiliated with music anymore. I don't even think. But like
Now, who is this?
Jeffree Star is a YouTuber slash makeup artist slash clothing designer. Like he does it all. And when he started, he was just selling merch, just selling like t-shirts and things at concerts and
Hmm.
festivals. And
Hmm.
then he went from festivals to selling makeup, and he was just selling it, off of his YouTube channel or whatever. And now he still does YouTube, and he's now sells like a full end of clothing. Like he drops once in a while, like matching coordinated suits and matching hats and things like that. But he's makeup to the point where like he's one of the most well-known makeup artists and makeup suppliers in the country, if not in the world.
Oh
And it
wow,
and he
that's
and he
dope.
started from literally living in like a studio apartment in LA with his two dogs,
Hmm.
and now he's got this massive mansion in the Hollywood. He's like every time he drops his makeup, it sells out in like 8 hours. And I don't buy it anymore because I can't morally connect with him. He said some things about black people in the black community that I just can't subscribe to anymore. But I have to owe him his respect because he got it out the mud. Like I've seen him from the beginning, and he got it out the mud.
Mm.
It's
I
crazy.
think a lot of younger people, and I won't even cap it to younger, but a lot of people see the whole YouTube selling. Basically you create this persona for yourself, you get enough followers, and then you begin to release product or whatever you want to release, and then that's how you make money. The more people who follow you, the more money you make, and you
Yeah.
launch your businesses from there. But I think that's like very like everybody is thinking about doing that or has started doing it like in this generation.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, if you think about it, what's the difference between Amazon and Grubhub? Places where you deliver food. What's the difference between that and YouTube? Like you're
Yeah.
delivering content, and basically YouTube or whatever is going to pay you to have that content out there to get people to come to your page or whatever.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't see a problem with it. If I could get on YouTube and act crazy and have people watch me and be interested in it, buy my product, buy my CDs or whatever, and that's how I make money, then what is the problem?
I think these days, genuinely, if you don't have an online marketplace to some degree, you're just not. I mean, obviously, you're probably going to be successful because people right there in the town or the city you live in are going to shop or see you at least to shop. But I feel like you're not going to blow up. Like, you're not going to be well known.
Without
If
the
you want to be a
online.
well, yeah, and your goal is to be like international or even just national, you have to have an online marketplace. Like, that's the generation we're in now.
Hmm. What do you think about it, like connected to consumerism, like where people feel like they just have to buy, just have to buy, have to buy, have to buy? Is that an issue? And if you are creating stuff like that, then are you adding to the issue, or is it not really your problem?
Ooh, that's hard. That's hard because it's like obviously you're adding to
Well,
the issue, like you're adding to
before
the issue.
that, before that, do you think that consumerism is an issue right now? Do you feel like we are consuming too much
Okay, baby, go lay down with your blanket if you're cold.
or buying too much?
I do think consumerism is a little out of control, but I don't think that it is I don't think that it's to the point where it's like, oh, I want to say not damaging, but obviously it is damaging. We're in global warming. We're burning up fossil fuels. I think we can tone it back, but I don't think the people who are selling products are responsible for the consumerism issue. Like,
Hmm.
obviously, people have to answer the question.
Yeah. Let me see. Mac 522. Did I say that correctly? Listen,
Max
I feel like you
522.
saying you have no comment. I feel like that means that you do have some comments. So come on, bring it in here.
I
Let
want
us
to
know
hear what
your
they have to say about
opinions.
Jeffree Star.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it said we consume more from being home as opposed to what, like working in like pre-COVID to where everybody was not at home and all that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I agree. I feel like we definitely do consume more being at home because you're ordering food, so you're probably getting like to-go containers and utensils. You're probably having your groceries delivered in a million different bags. So I don't think Mac is wrong.
Okay. Okay, I'm just reading because I've never heard of this Jeffree Star guy. So I see Jeffree Star is an American YouTuber, entrepreneur, makeup artist, and former singer-songwriter. Oh, he's got the gift. Okay, he is the founder and owner of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. 2009, Star released a studio album, Beauty Killer. Okay, we're doing a little promo for him, which includes songs such as Lollipop Luxury featuring Nicki Minaj. Okay, so he's on the map. He got Nicki in there with him. Okay.
Oh
He said,
yeah, he's the guy they said was with Kanye. I believe it.
"Oh, okay, okay. Hmm. I mean, I think it's dope.
I believe
If
it. I believe
somebody's
it.
gonna pay you to put your name on some cosmetics, it's hard for me to say don't do it. It
Well,
really
no,
is.
he formulates his
Oh, okay,
cosmetics. So
okay.
he started off in like a small lab and warehouse where
Uh-huh.
he was literally just testing palettes and makeup to
Uh-huh.
see what the consistencies were that he needed. And he got to the point where yeah, now he has a whole team that helps him formulate, but everything still passes through him before it's sold.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the styles like he done on himself. The makeup is bomb. I'm loving all the colors. Look at the nails. I love it. I love it. Okay. I don't even want to hear what he said about black people because I don't even want to not. I don't want to have a problem with nobody, but I feel like everybody be saying crazy stuff, so I'm gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong, his merch is amazing. Okay, but hmm.
I'm telling you, like him as that's what I was saying, Mac. Him as a person,
So
he's
then I'm.
not a good
So then
person.
my question is all these products that we buy, the things that we support, is it important for the people behind it to be good, or is it not important?
Yeah, no, I think it's important.
Hmm.
Sorry,
Because
I don't know. I just
you're
had to
fine,
have
you're
that
fine,
chicken nugget.
you're fine.
Um,
That I mean, I don't know. When you think about, what's coming to my mind right now is Walmart, and everybody shops at Walmart. But
mhm.
Walmart has a very bad track record when it comes to their employees. You look at the prices that they're charging folks, even though it's cheap. they probably could be doing way cheaper. Um, they're probably definitely not for the people. Um, but we still shop there.
Yeah, and I see that too. Like corporations are, it's hard because I feel like it needs to be important for the people who you are interacting with to be a reflection of who you are, but also the company itself has to be inclusive. You can't be Walmart and try to have your corporate be exclusive, race or gender or whatever it is. For so long, for centuries, we have seen at the names of all these corporations straight white men. Sometimes maybe not straight, but white men. White men are running the entire world. But every model is mixed with something, or most of the time, I don't want to be too general, but a lot of the times these models that we see, they're mixed with something. They've got some type of ethnicity to them, or if they're not, they're tanning themselves brown anyway. So how is it that the people that you're marketing to me, the models, look like me or are at least brown in some way, shape, or form, but every person at the top chain is a white man? You don't think that brown women or brown men can create and market and account or whatever you're doing as a
Mm.
CEO? It's ridiculous. So I think to a degree, it is important for the people to reflect the people. In terms of Jeffree Star, the very nasty, malicious things about Black women, disgusting things about Black women. And instead of coming forward, I was in a, he did come forward and say, oh, I was in a negative space mentally. Those women were also berating me, which is why I felt like I needed to shout nasty things back, which he said all of this. He said he was in a negative space. He pointed at the fact that the women were berating him, but never once did you take accountability for what you did. Don't sit here and say, oh, but they did this and this is where I was and I'm not there anymore. I've grown, I'm bigger. If you're grown and you're bigger, own what you said. Because if you don't, I feel like you still feel that way. If you can point the finger at why you did it, but you can't say, but I'm saying that was unacceptable and I apologize for anybody I hurt for that. Come on, man. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
you're truly not opinion. That's something you subscribe to, and that's who you are. And I can't support you anymore.
yeah, I probably
We have
wouldn't
a
be
few good
supporting him after hearing that. Yeah, Kim Possible said I
girl.
stopped shopping at Walmart after I saw the documentary about how they treat their overseas laborers. But when money is tight, I go to Walmart conflicted. Listen, I just went to
Yeah.
Walmart yesterday.
Matt
I had an
also
art
said, and
teacher
also
who,
let me say, I'm beige. Oh, hi, Matt. Hey. I know we had any beige viewers. But I feel you completely. Hell, I'm technically mixed. My daughter is mixed, but the things he said was insane. So I stopped supporting him. I feel you.
yeah. And
I
I
feel
mean,
you.
somebody say something crazy, it don't matter, you know, what they look like. You know, you've said something that's malicious, then you need to change it, or you need to say okay. And even apologies don't really, they make famous people or rich people apologize. I don't even put weight in that. You just saying that to keep your brand, to keep making the money that you're making. But are you really apologetic? Do you really
Mm-hmm.
understand the damage that you are doing? Like these, if you have people who support your business who look a certain way, do you understand the damage that you're saying and
Yep.
causing to these people? You know what I mean?
You have to apologize
So,
with change behavior. The same thing I would expect out of anyone in my personal life. I expect from these corporate brands or these big name people.
hmm hmm yeah, it's crazy. I
Mm-hmm.
well, as far as business, is it something that you feel like everybody should aspire to, or do you feel like some people are going to be business owners and some people are
No.
not?
Yeah, I absolutely feel like some people are business owners and some people are laborers. And I don't see any. I mean, I'm the type of person, I treat the CEO and the janitor the same. So I don't see any regard to either of them. It's just that because there's always been a you need to have your own and you need to work your own. I think this is where we get these businesses that have horrible customer service. Like if you're just worried about owning something and selling something, but you don't know how to treat it when somebody wants to return something, or when someone has an issue with you or your company, or how you've navigated, and now you're returning that with nastiness and negativity. You don't know how to own a business, sweetie. You can't just be here for the good times. Business comes with bad times. Like, when people want to return something for a legitimate reason, you can't be lashing out at them. This isn't where you're supposed to be if that's what you think you can do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's different layers to it. You know, you have a business that's just starting off and they're selling product and they literally can't afford to just be like, okay, I'm gonna send you a new product. They have to, you know what I mean? Like it costs money. Like let's say
Yeah.
you make candles and you send a candle to somebody and the candle end up coming to them broken. But you don't you if you send a new candle to them, that means you're going to be in the negative. Then yeah, I could see you being like, you know, are you sure? Are you sure it came like that? Are you sure you're not just trying to play me? I can understand that, but you know, like you said, when it comes to business, you have to leave a good taste in somebody's mouth. Like you can't leave a bad taste in somebody's mouth and expect them to come back to your business, especially now with it being
Whew.
so many different avenues to buy whatever. I mean, no matter what you want to buy, it's so many different avenues, so many people selling or buying or whatever. So
And with people being so ready to cancel, people
with
are
being
ready to
so ready to
cancel you at the
cancel.
drop of a dime.
Yeah. So it makes sense for you just to say, you know what, whatever it is, I'm just going to replace it because I want to retain the customer. I don't want to lose the customer because I'm telling you, that review game is out of this world. Now let me ask you this, Shelly. Are you somebody who writes reviews on Google when you have a good or bad experience?
Yeah, yeah, I am. I'm not. Oh, your belly.
Okay, right, real quick.
You can
Max
go
said,
rest.
but even with that, you have to put the customer first. So I
Mm.
agree with you. You do have to put the customer first. But sometimes I think it's difficult for people when you have a small business. I think it's difficult when you have multiple orders and you're having to
Thanks,
lose
Tim.
money to keep the
Shut the door.
customer. So that's something to think about. Now, as far as the question I asked Shelly, you know, I would like to hear y'all's opinions. Shelly, you could tell yours. I also would like to hear y'all's opinion on the question. Yeah.
I do write good and bad reviews. But my
Okay.
good reviews are usually like, oh, this was great. What I expected. Would buy again. My bad reviews are like, let me tell y'all everything
Ah,
they put me through. They started here. This is where they had me messed up. This is where we ended up. They
wait,
still didn't fix the problem. Like, I go on
wait.
and on and on. And my
This is
bad
my
reviews.
favorite. This is my favorite. If I could give 0 stars, I would. That's my favorite one that people say. But
And
I
I've said
have
it
to
a
put a
thousand
one.
times. I've
Like,
said it a
listen,
thousand times.
I've had the worst time here. This is the worst business. They need, uh, it's difficult. Okay. Now, me personally, I I will get on there if somebody asks me to put a review of their business, then I will. But besides that, I probably won't. If I have just an extremely bad situation, then I will put a bad review. Like one time I went to this restaurant, I ain't gonna say their name, but if you go on Google, you might be able to see my review. I was seated outside and I was working on something, typing something up, or whatever. And I literally sat out there for an hour and a half. And when I looked up and realized that I had not been served or nothing, I was just like, okay, they just completely forgot about me. And like I had to like when I was done, because I was just so into my computer, when I was done, I packed myself up. I just took my little silverware, I put it back on the took it back inside, and I was just like, yeah, they gonna get a bad review from me today. Because first of all, y'all food ain't that good. I just came because I wanted to sit down. That's number one. Okay. Now, don't have a restaurant where your food is not that good and your service is bad. That's just not good for business. Okay. If you got good food, you can kind of waver on the service. Okay. If your service is just bomb top notch, you can waver on how good the food tastes. That's just how it is. So I just that's probably been my only bad review that I put in there because I just feel like people really take a hold of the reviews. Like when I'm trying to go to a new place, if I go to a new restaurant or get my nails done or anything, I look at the reviews and I look at about 10 reviews and I see what people say. And it's really going to determine if I decide to patronize that business or not. So to me, it's like a heavy deal. So I'm not just gonna be out there putting bad reviews out there because I know business is hard anyway. You get a bad review, that ratio might mess you up. So I try not to do too much on there. But like let's say I used to drive for Uber. And you know, when you drive for Uber, that review is very important also. Or anything, Amazon, yeah. See, Max reviews are my go-to at Amazon. I promise you, if I'm on Amazon and if I read and I read three bad reviews, I'm not going to buy the product because I'm just not
Mm-hmm.
going to. So that is the power of the review. Um, but I will have people ask me, can you do a review of my business? Like the last time I went and got my nails done, the lady did a really good job. We actually went in like 30 minutes after before they closed, and I got a full set and I got my toes done. And so she did a really good job. She didn't rush. She took her time. So I thought that yeah, she deserved a good review. So I put one on there. I think I did give her 5 stars, but I could have gave her 4.
Yeah. Are you
So
one of those I don't give 5 stars to nobody type of people?
I'm not that person.
No.
Even if I feel like you don't necessarily deserve 5 stars, like okay, it was good service, but not 5 star, I might still give you a 5 star. Just because I know how reviews are.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So I just don't want
I'm
to
the
like
same way. Like it
mess
takes me a
nobody up.
lot to deduct stars.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. It takes me a lot too. Cause I'm like, don't have me waiting out here for an hour and a half where I'm just going for it. I'm parched. My throat is getting dry. I'm looking, nobody's coming to check on me. Like, don't do that.
I spent like 2 hours the other day on the phone with Xfinity. And when I first got on the phone, I was like, this is the problem. This is what happened. This is why I need a refund. Literally, I said this within the first 30 seconds of being on the phone. 2 hours later, the lady was like, oh, okay, so why? And you want a refund. Ma'am, I said that to you 2 hours.
Silly. Silly.
Yes, said it didn't click for you. So then I'm like, oh, this has been the worst like experiment. Get the little text message like, how was your call with Barbara? And I'm like,
0.
I know if I
If
give
I
her
could
a
give 0
0, she's
stars.
gonna have employee review, and I don't want her in review. So I'm just like,
Oh, you're
it was
so
a
sweet.
5.
Oh, you give her a full 5?
I did because I also know that like if you don't give them a 5, they still get in trouble. I was like, it was
She
a
needs to
5,
learn.
whatever.
She needs to learn to do better.
Because I'm
Max said,
just like,
okay. Go ahead, go
no,
ahead.
no, Barbara, how did you ever miss me? How did you ever miss the translation?
Like you're just doing too much, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Max said, "Okay, so I just ordered grocery from Walmart today. I got some produce that was straight rotten and eggs that was cracked. Why would I give you 5 stars? Like, I'm upset. Listen to that. Like, you know, you're supposed to open the cart and check and make sure the 12 eggs is all intact.
Yep.
Why would you bring me cracked eggs?
Also, if you're loading my groceries into the back of my car, bring me my eggs and my bread. Don't put my eggs and my bread in the back of my car. I've had so many Walmart techs do that. And one time I didn't even think about it, drove home. By the time I got home, my 12 pack of Dr. Pepper is sitting on top of my loaf of bread.
No,
Bread just smashed to smithereens.
no.
And I'm like,
Come
I
on
have to
now.
return this. Come on now.
We know
Yeah.
better. We know better. We know better. Okay.
Mm.
Now I don't get that often where they put the groceries in the back because I don't know about y'all, but I always feel bad for just sitting in the car. Like I feel like I should get out too and help them get the stuff out and put it in the car.
I know, I
I
do
feel
too, but
silly.
they always tell me to stay in. Even when I try to get out, they're like, no, we got it. You just stay in. I'm like, okay.
Mm. I
And
just
they
feel
also
so
don't take tips anymore. The last time I tried to tip the Walmart people, they were like, oh, no, we don't take tips. I'm like, y'all been taking
mm.
tips all pandemic. Now y'all don't take tips? What's going on?
Yeah, because it's unsanitary. Now you can send me. I'll put my cash app. You want to know my cash app?
Oh, yeah. That would be a good one.
Because don't hit me no dirty dollar that ain't crisp or new. I don't
I've
want it.
seen Amazon delivery drivers so I deliver for Amazon. So I pull into the warehouse and like all of us pull into the warehouse and we're like loading packages into our cars, right? And I've seen some of the drivers with the QR code on their vest. So that like if they deliver to
Yes.
somebody and they're like, oh, you can tip me, boom, scan my code. I'm like, I never even
Yeah.
thought to do this. What is this?
And see, it's too much. Let's see, we got some good comments. DJ Stacy, I gave a better tip even if the service is bad. But I let them know it's not because you gave great service, okay? But because I know you don't expect this tip. They normally
Yeah.
feel bad and apologize. Now that is a good one. Talk
Yeah.
about turn it into a teaching moment. I love that. Because you make
Mm-hmm.
you make a lasting effect on somebody. And some people might just be having a bad day. And so once you have a bad day, it's like it's all downhill. I don't feel like catering to nobody. You just gonna get this here and I don't really care too much about it. But when you kind of
Mm-hmm.
turn that around and turn it into a teaching moment, then people will always remember that. So I think that's kind of dope.
What do you
I think
feel
that's kind
about
of dope.
tipping as a hairstylist? Like, do you feel like a tip is absolutely necessary, or where are you at?
I think you definitely should tip.
Yeah.
You should definitely tip. You should tip every time.
Okay,
Like
so what's up?
appropriate $50. Tip me $50. Watch you get the best hairstyle out of it. Watch you tip me $50. Watch you get the best treatment hairstyle. You can call me when I be like, Leena, I'll be like, what's up? It's 2 a.m. in the morning and I got 3 flyaways. Can you help me out? I'm on my way because I know that you the type of tipper that's gonna tip me what $50 every time. So
Are you being for real?
the more you tip, the more understand the better somebody's gonna want to service you.
What if my hair was only $50?
Tip it 50, tip 100%. I'm telling you, it's gonna bless your life. I'm telling you. Give
I was not aware.
Go to somebody, go to a restaurant and tip them $20 right before they even start, and watch you get the best service of your life.
Do people do this?
I
Is this a real thing?
don't think I think the best tip I've ever got is like $45. That's the best tip I've ever gotten. But I always love my big tippers. I think at the least you should tip it at the
Was that
least five.
because 5?
At for a hairstyle, at least 5. 10 is better, and you go above that, you gonna get special treatment.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought I was close. I thought 10 was the minimum, and like I said, I've tipped 50, but that's not happening all the time. I've tipped 50 when the hairstyle was like over 300,
Okay. Wow.
and it took us like a long time. So
Yeah.
that's when I've tipped 50. So I start at 10 and I go from there.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
if you
10 is really good.
listen, I'm a stickler these days because I don't know what it is, but these hairstylists, they're like, don't be late or that's 20 extra dollars.
Hmm.
Come with your hair flat ironed. Like, I'm getting braids. I'm not about to flat iron my hair. What are you talking about? I'll blow dry it.
Listen, listen. I can't speak for no other hairstylist. Okay. But some of y'all, the folks be trying you. Okay. The folks want to come an hour late and expect not to pay extra. Well, essentially, if you come an hour late to an appointment, not only is your appointment late, all the appointments after you is gonna be late too.
Yeah, STL
So
just made a good point. Don't let the beauticians be late either because I get mad waiting on a hairdresser. That's my point, is that
yeah.
like I'm starting you at $10, but if you're late, honey, I
Hmm.
don't know what to
Yes.
say.
Now this is interesting because, and this is a little teaching moment for me. But anybody who knows me know that I have a time management issue. I do. Now one of my goals for 2022 is to get it together. But anyways, I went to do this guy's hair the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, I got your number from this guy, but he said he doesn't go to you anymore." And I was like, "Oh, he doesn't." I was like, "Yeah, I haven't done this hair in a long time." And he was like, "Yeah, he said that you do a really good job, but you're always late. You're always late." And so he said he had to go find somebody else. And I was like, I said, dang, he didn't. No, he told me that I got fired. He said, the guy fired you because you're always late. And so I said, oh, damn, I didn't know I got fired. Damn, I just thought, he tried somebody else. So he was telling me that that's why the guy doesn't come to me anymore because I'm always late. And I was like, I can understand that. I
What do
can't
you
fault him.
think it
It
is
is.
that makes you late? Do you just get, is it, I feel like the people who are late, it's hard for me because I feel like the people who are late, they're giving extra care. Like, this is their art. So they're like putting their all into it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that's what
Yes.
it is for you?
Spiritual thought leader, that's exactly what he did. He found somebody else because I was always late. But it's okay. I appreciated that, him telling me that, because it was a good teaching moment. Like, I'm always telling myself that I'm late, but I guess I never realized that it actually affected my life. So then to hear that somebody was like, no, I need to find somebody who's on time, it was like a good moment for me. Like, okay, yes, it's time for you to get this together. But I will say that I've always been a late person ever since I was young. I was always like I used to always be late to school to where my the attendance lady, she got tired of writing me little notes. Like they stopped giving me detention. Like it was really bad. So it's just something I've carried with me throughout my life. And, I try to create habits to where I'm not late and I, get my stuff ready at night or something like that. But it's just like a mental block for some reason. And I've been doing much better lately. I try to like maybe if I put an appointment in my phone, I'll put it like 30 minutes before I actually need to be there. So then I end up being a little bit early. So it's something that I'm not taking with me in my 30s. Like I'm not gonna be that type of person.
See,
I've been doing so much better.
I'm the opposite.
You're the opposite?
Oh yeah. I'm the opposite.
What do you mean?
Okay. I have to be clear. I used to be always on time. Like early even. I'd be the friend sitting in the parking lot waiting for y'all to show up so we can check in for our reservation. Since I became a mom, I don't know what it is about getting a child dressed, but it takes 15 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
If you're not a mom, when you become a mom, it takes 15 hours to get a child dressed. So I have 3. So it takes me 3 total days to get them ready to get out of the house.
Wow.
It's a lot. It is I'll look up and I'll be like, okay, boom, we gotta be somewhere at 1. Just guess. Give me ballpark it for me, Leena. If I have to be somewhere at 1 p.m. with 3 kids, what time do you think I should start getting ready?
You got to be there at 1 p.m. So then you need to leave the house at 12:30. So you need to start getting ready with kids about 11.
I have to get up at 6 a.m. if I have to be somewhere at 1. 6 a.m. Make sure everybody has breakfast. Then while they're eating breakfast, I usually go take my shower. I come back, clean up breakfast and the dishes. They go run around and make a mess. So then I get them dressed one by one. Everybody gets dressed. There's at least 3 to 4 diaper changes in that. Because usually after breakfast, there's a couple number 2s, or maybe we just need a diaper. 3 to 4 diaper changes. Then, Lord forbid, we get in the car before somebody eats.
Oh,
Gotta
Jesus.
give lunch, clean up all the toys that made a mess out of. And there's always going to be toys because while I'm cleaning up this mess over here, they're in the room making more mess. So clean up all the toys. Then at the very last second, I usually get myself dressed. And I'm on time, it's 1:30. By the time I'm getting dressed,
no,
it's
ma'am.
1:30.
No.
What I usually do is I get my whole routine. Like I'll brush my truly found myself brushing my teeth and washing my face in the shower. And as a teenager, I always thought that was so disgusting. When I would see people brushing their teeth in the shower in movies, I'd be like, why? Now as a mom, I'm just like, let's just get it all done together and get out of here. But but that's what
that's crazy, Shelly. Yeah,
I just eliminate my routine. I shower, brush my teeth, wash my face, and throw on some clothes because I can't. I'll be late to everything if I just don't get out of the door.
Girl, that's a feat. That's a feat right there.
Woo, it's a lot.
Because kids are just they unruly and they gotta have it their way, and I just can't imagine.
Gotta have everything their way.
You know what? Whatever you put, I don't care if you walk out with this diaper on. It's below the. Come on, let's go. Cause y'all not about to run me ragged. Cause y'all think I'm crazy, and I'm about to show you that I am.
Especially Langston. I will get Langston totally dressed, do her hair. I don't put her shoes on because she doesn't like walk around the house with shoes. But I'll put her socks on, do her hair. I'll go do my stuff and come back 20 minutes later. No pants, shirt halfway off. Her hair bows pulled out of her hair. One sock on, one sock across the room. Shirt wet from spilling her sippy cup all down her shirt. Like, how did you do this in 20 minutes?
Girl.
I can't.
That's too much. Let me look. We got some really good comments. Let me see. I'm trying to find somebody asked me a question. I want to say Rebling said, I must confess you was never late with me. Hey, you hear me? On time. And Sheeta always wanted to get her hair done early. I had to pray. So I made sure I made it there.
That's why she was never late, because she knew you had to be early.
Listen, I appreciate that. Okay.
Tall Pumps asked you a question. She said, "Have you
Okay,
ever missed
okay.
something really, really important as a result of being late, Lena?"
Yes, I have. I have done
What?
that. Well, a lot of times, with the hair stuff, that one's not super big because usually we can reschedule. Usually we can push it back a little bit, but like, we had a gig. I used to be in this band. We had a gig and we were opening for Tony, or just was it Tony? Yeah, it was one of them. And the guy who sings, I can't think of his name. Anyways, we were supposed to be there for a sound check. Missed
What
the
does he
sound.
sing?
Let me look you up and down.
Oh, what's his
Till
name?
you
Till you
say
say? I
hi.
don't know. Go ahead.
Let me do all the
Genuine?
things
I
you.
don't know.
Okay, it's not Genuine. It's the dude from Tony. I think it's not Tony. I can't think of it. Anyways,
Oh,
we were supposed
the
to
rebel said Gary from Silk.
exact Silk. That's what it was. How could I forget that? I'm a little. Anyways, the guy from Silk, and so we had to do the sound check. Well, we were late for the sound check, and so when I tell you that it was not a very good show because nobody did any sound things. We couldn't hear the levels of the mics. We didn't have we just didn't. We weren't in sync, and so it was trash. So even though you're up here on stage with all these talented musicians, and I can sing, background singers can sing. The people are really good on the instruments. You'll never be able to tell because we were too late for the sound check. So it was just a missed opportunity, and you come off as a unprofessional musician, so people are not going to want to work with you in the future.
That's deep.
So it has definitely
So how did
affected
you
my.
recover? Like, how did you set the
How do you?
precedent going forward?
I mean, you just make it a learning moment. Like you just make sure you know when sound check is. You have to make it. It's important to make this sound check. So I just try to do my best with that. And when it comes to something like that, then I'm pretty good. I'm not in any bands anymore, but I just took it as a learning moment because I didn't want
Mhm.
to. I don't want to come off as an unprofessional musician, and we got all this good talent, but if can't nobody get it because we don't got the sounds and levels together, then it's what's the point of that?
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of and you also I have to start thinking of it like this. It's not just about I'm doing here, I'm singing somewhere. It's just about honoring the gift that I've been blessed with. And if this
Yeah.
is something that I really want to do, then it needs to be important. And the way you show that it's important is showing up on time and
Yep.
doing the work. So
Mhm.
yes, honor it. That's good. Somebody else said something. I'm trying to. Who was that? They said something about an affirmation. Because y'all know I love affirmations. Can you see that comment?
Kim Possible, change your daily confession. Declare that you are always early.
Yes.
I mean,
I
there's
am
something to
always
it.
on time. I'm an early bird. I catches the worm before the. I need to do all of that. And you know what? Here lately, it feels really good to be on time. It really does. And like lately, when before, I think I just became indifferent to it, and that's the way I kind of dealt with it. If I'm indifferent, if it doesn't matter either way, then it's not going to really affect me. But here lately, it's like I'm trying to get away from that indifference and just trying to say, if I'm late, then that's going to be a disappointment, but I'm going to do better next time. But I won't just let it be nothing. If I'm on time, then I'm very proud, very happy about that, and I want to continue that. And I know sometimes, it's not going to be like that, but that's the goal. So
Mhm.
I try
Yeah.
to now. That's my question because I feel like a lot of people do this, even like in other areas they feel like indifference is a way to protect themselves. Do you have any of these experiences?
What do you
I
mean?
often like experience it with people like trying to like find a relationship or something. Or you ask somebody, what do you want?
What
What
do
do
you
you want?
mean?
What do you want in the future? What do you want for yourself? They say, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Oh no. No. You
And
gotta.
it's not like acceptance. It's more so like I'm going to be indifferent to this specific thing, and this way I don't have to feel the upset of not getting it because I never cared for it that much in the beginning. When
I
essentially you
get.
did, go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of agree with STL. She said indifference will make you a loser. I get going with the flow. especially when it comes to relationships, I don't want anything to be forced. So I get being like, oh, whoever comes to me, that's what we'll go with. But you have to put in the work. Like, you can't be home on your phone on the couch like, what's to me? That's the man I'll get. Who gonna come? The person breaking down your door to rob you? No,
The guy who's bringing me
you
the
in your house
food.
with your couch. And the show ain't gonna come. He's working, ma'am. You're gonna have to figure something out. So I mean, I get being like, oh, I'm going with the flow, but you do have to put in some type of effort. You got to get out there, get on the apps if that's your thing, and present yourself how you want to be received. Like, yeah, no, I don't like being in, especially not in relationships. Show me you want me. Show me I matter. Like, what you mean?
Show me,
Whatever
baby.
happens.
I want to see, but I think people are afraid of rejection or not working out. It's such a devastation when things doesn't work
Right.
out. So they feel like I'm just gonna whatever happens, and that's how I'm gonna deal with
But
it.
I feel like early on, especially like pre-courting stage, rejection is like easy to take. Like, okay, we went on one date, you're not really my cup of tea, bye.
No, it's not. I think everybody is like, no, don't reject me. And if they do get rejected, they about
Mm-hmm.
to. I don't think it's like that. I think
You don't think
rejection is
so?
difficult. Mm-mm-mm.
Even early on.
I think even early on, yeah.
Oh.
And nobody wants to be rejected, no matter what stage.
You know what? I can kind of
Let me be sitting down at a restaurant and I see the guy that I'm trying to date and who invited me there for a date on the app, and I see him walk into the restaurant, lock eyes with me, look me up and down, turn around and walk back out. I'm going to be like, what?
That's different. That's different. That's just
That's early on
rude.
rejection.
No, but he's just being rude because what you saw my picture on that. So what you come in here for? You saw what I
You know, a
looked
lot of people
like.
don't put a lot of people don't put full body pictures on the apps and stuff. That's why I make sure you get a full body view of me from the side, from the back, because I just don't want that ever to happen. But if it did happen, then I would just be like, this nigga here. I would
No,
be
we're
upset.
fighting. I'm chasing you out to the parking lot, and we're fighting.
Uh, Excuse me. No, just follow. I know you saw me.
At the very least, I'm gonna get the plate number off of your car, and I'm gonna call 911 and tell them that you just hit me on my bike,
Oh
so that
shit.
they can chase down your car, and you'll never even know why.
Listen here. You ain't playing, Shelly. He getting arrested. He don't like, I don't know why. Can somebody come bail me out? I don't know what. This is my
Because why
first.
would you come in here and do that to me? You just broke my heart. I just learned yesterday from a psychologist that social pain and physical pain are received in the same brain sectors or whatever they are. The receptors that receive physical pain are the same receptors that receive social pain, and they release the same endorphins. So
Hell
you
yeah.
walking in a restaurant and looking me up and down and then walking out, I'm seeing it now. So now there's gonna be consequences.
Mm-hmm.
No, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, sir.
Listen, I don't want no parts of it. So I'm more so like Aaliyah. Aaliyah said she stopped approaching them if I'm interested. Oh, she said she started approaching them if she's interested. I don't
Yeah,
approach nobody.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that. You don't have to be heavy on the sauce. You can give it a little drip. Like you could. Hey, what you drinking?
Yes, I love that. That's how you should be. That works for a lot of people, is what I say. So it's good to just be able to put yourself out there, and whatever happens, happens. I'm more
Mm-hmm.
so somebody who is not like that. Now I might approach friends or whatever. But when it comes to relationships, I'm not going to approach a guy. And here recently, I guess I've had to develop like social anxiety because I'm trying to grow my clientele, and so I
Mm-hmm.
keep telling myself, I have my business cards, have my flyers. I'm just gonna go out here and do some, walks and go to Walmart, go to the stores, hair stores, and just give people my card and talk to them or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's giving me anxiety, and I'm ready. Like I have all the stuff in place, but I'm just trying to get my mind together to go out there and do that.
Yeah.
But that's where I struggle with it when it comes to business, when it comes to guys. But like when he talked about friends and stuff, I could just be like, "Yo, what's up?" You know, because it's not pressure for me when it comes to friends and people. But
Mm.
the other aspects is so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's difficult.
I
So
want
that,
to.
I guess it does translate from relationships to everything. Do you think that that's why I know we have a certain culture as millennials of just up and leaving jobs? Like, do you think that that's why we are we anxious that like maybe I'm not doing something right, they're gonna fire me, let me go find something else, like, or is it genuinely that this position is not serving me anymore, I need to find something that is.
I mean, I definitely think that people should be considering, even when you do get a job, I think you should be considering what else is out there for you. Because when I tell you that these companies, if you don't fit, if you don't do what they need you to do, they're going to replace you for somebody who can.
And they're
So
not giving you a 2 week notice. I've never
yeah.
understood that. Why do I need to give a 2 week notice when
Hmm.
you're ready to fire me? I'm brought into the office and I'm cut like that day. It's not okay. You're gonna work for us for 2 more weeks and then you're not.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you cut me off, so I'm doing the same. Why do I have to give a 2 week notice?
Hmm. I think that we are taught to pledge loyalty to some of these businesses, and I think that you should pledge loyalty. But I think business is business, so business doesn't have to be personal. So if you find something that's going to be better for your situation, then I think you should pursue it. And so I'm not sure. I think the idea about how long you need to stay at a company, what a company brings for you, I think the idea is kind of changing. You know, the way that we live is kind of changing. So back in the day, we did, you know, people would say, oh, you know, you find you a good company, you stay with the company for 20, 30, 40 years, and then you retire from that company, and then you can live your life. Well, a lot of people not making it to retirement.
And not
or
just that, not just people aren't making it to retirement, they're nitpicking at people towards the end of their tenure so that they can.
yeah.
This I'm about to get emotional because this just made me think about my grandma. My grandma has been with the same company since I was two, since I was
Mm.
2 years old, and they've had turnover after turnover in management and HR. Here recently, this recent group of people that they've had in management has been at her neck.
Mm.
At her neck. I call my grandma every day to talk to her. And one time I called her and she literally just broke down in tears because she was just like, they were just on me today. I tried to sit down and just take a quick break because it was just a lot. And the manager came right in and told me that I was getting written up for sitting down. My grandma, my 60-something-year-old grandma. And I'm like, Grandma, don't tell me this because I will fly to Wichita and burn the whole company down because this is not
Mhm.
this is not okay. But it just made me so emotional because I'm just like, I'm supposed to be loyal to you my whole life to where I've worked for this company for damn near 30 years. And when it gets to the end of my 30 years and I'm obviously more frail, I can still do the job, but I need more accommodations to be able to do the job than when I was 20. And now I'm being written up left and right and it's you're prepared to fire me at any given second. I've shown my grandma has seen turnover in every position. The staff that she doesn't work with, the staff that's above her, the staff that's beneath her. Not one person who was there when she started is still there today. And except for the owner, the person who owns the company. And so it's just like, so the person who owns the company is still here. I'm still here, and I'm the one who's being driven away. Like, since when did we start treating our elderly like they were insignificant?
It's been a long time because I don't think that.
Because she's the only person, she works in the kitchen, the recipes memorized even after they've been changed after 30 years. And it's like, ooh, it made me so I literally cried with her because I'm just like, I can't believe these people. And then oh, it was a lot. I cried with her because I'm like, I can't believe these people see this woman who has dedicated half of her life to this company and they're trying to drive her out to the point where
Mhm.
she was going to work 2 more years, but she's considering retiring now because she's just like, I can't. They're putting me through things that I should not have to face.
Mhm.
It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
It is very sad, but I think that it's not just work when it comes to older people. I think that we have an issue with people getting older, and I think that we don't know how to deal with it or we don't respect older people anymore. Like we feel like if you get to a point where you can't perform the way that you used to, then you're no good to us anymore. And so we need to let you go or they start to disrespect you or write you up for sitting down. That's crazy. Um, but I just think
Man,
it's something that we definitely need to look at and yeah, like age discrimination. People value experience and tenure anymore. They don't value it
I think
anymore.
she meant to say don't, and they don't. They don't.
Yeah, they don't. And I mean, it's just I think that there needs to be something that happens there because yeah, older people are not gonna be able to move like a 20-year-old younger people, but they have so much more to offer. It just is different. So we need to create a space for that
Hmm.
and honor it and take from it what we need because
Yes, I'm quick. When I
you
start
know,
a new job, I'm quick to find, and not stereotypically, but the either the oldest person in my department or the person who I know has been here the longest, because you have the most to
hmm
offer me. So
hmm
it's
hmm
like I don't even understand the disrespect. The last job
yeah.
I worked with, everyone was like 20, 30 years older than me. I was the youngest person in the company by like 10 or 15 years. And I
hmm
valued them so much. Even though we were working with like computers, I'm like, okay, well, you guys have been here longer than me, so tell me what the tricks are. Like, I want to. They were getting done faster than me. Like, they would be out of the office by 5. I'm still in here at 7 o'clock. I'm like, okay, y'all, come on, like, help me,
Let
please,
me know. Let me know what it
please,
is.
because they've been here for so long. They know all the little gateways and tricks to get things done a lot faster. So, ooh, it
hmm
just made me so mad that I'm like, my grandma could probably sit on a chair and direct everybody in the kitchen and still get everything done faster.
Yeah, I think that that's what they should create her as a management position. Why not? Why is she not in the management
She's always
position?
said she doesn't want to manage. She's always said that.
Okay,
Like, I don't want to do that, but she
I
loves working in the
understand.
kitchen. And I was like, she could be a kitchen manager. Like, she could be the person who creates the recipes and like preps the food, and everybody else just throws it together. All you got to do is follow her instructions. But who
Well, I
knows?
think the younger generation got an issue with following instructions. Some of them, because they'll be like,
Listen.
"Listen, man, I know how to make mac and cheese. Now you ain't got to keep telling me to put the butter in. I know how to do it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much." Because the young folks, they don't they think they know it all, and to a certain extent, they
Mm-hmm.
can get things done. But it's nothing
Mm-hmm.
wrong with asking somebody for the answers and then just adding on to that. But it's
But yeah,
interesting.
to the point though, like, it's hard to show these companies loyalty when I see things like this like happening to my grandma. It's like, y'all don't really value y'all people, so now I ain't
hmm
staying here 30 years. I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm appreciated for
hmm
that time period. And then when they stop appreciating me, I'm gonna hop over to the next company that appreciates me. Like, you have to show the people who are doing the laborious work value. You have to show them that they're valued.
Yeah. It's a weird market right now because obviously you don't have
Mm-hmm.
to because there's so many people who need jobs. You could just pop it over. Oh, that person not going to cooperate. All right, get them out. We'll bring a new claim
Yeah.
in, give them $1 more and bring them in.
Yeah.
So it is difficult. And so I think that you should make the best decision for your life and your situation. So don't pledge company to the point where if there's something better out there, you're not going to go because you've just been with this company for 10 or 15 years. But if it is a company that is gonna, invest in you, invest in your family or whatever, then yeah, stay there. Be loyal to that. Like there's a company, an Australian company. I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all heard about it. I think I might have I might have mentioned it, but a company who took all his employees, every single one of his employees, I think they was making like 50,000 or something like that. He took everybody up to a $80,000 income rate.
Oh, I
Everybody made
love
eight.
that.
Nobody made under $80,000, and he said that his retention rate went from like 50 to like 10. No, 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 that's not right. His retention rate went from like the turnover rate is what I'm trying to say
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
went from 50% to like 10%. And like
Yeah.
people like wanted to stay at this company because they could actually survive off of it or they could actually live and thrive off of
When
that
you
as
give
opposed to
people compensation outside of pizza parties and barbecues, they want to stay. When you show them that they're truly valued, they want to stay.
I mean it's in just using this company as an example, he had to take a pay cut. He had to give $1 million. He had to not make $1 million to be able to put it back into the company. So, I mean, that's you don't people don't usually do that, especially
Hmm.
CEOs or COOs or whatever.
Yeah,
They're not
greed
they
drives people to hoard money.
They want to keep the money. They don't want to
Yep.
just save it or give it away. Not, and it's not necessarily giving it away. It's an investment in your company. If you invest in your people, then you're going to keep the good people. But for some reason, people don't understand that. I think they're, like you said, I think it is a matter of greed. I think it is a matter of greed. And it's
Hmm.
like when you get to a certain level, you need to be able to give back and you need to be practicing that. I think that's what it is. You need to be practicing giving back all the way up until the point of making millions. Because if you don't, once you start making those millions, you're gonna be like, you know what? I put in the work. I've done this. I deserve this money. I need all this money. And the people who work for me, they haven't put in as much work as me in this company. Why should they make as much as me? You
Hmm.
know. So I mean, I think that's interesting.
Aaliyah said, "Speaking respect in Jesus' name for your grandma Shelly." Thank you so much. Thank you. I have
Yes.
been too. I've been praying over her. But to your point, Lena, that's absolutely true. Like when I see Jeff Bezos in the news for donating like $83,000, I'm like, I understand that it's $83,000, and maybe whoever he donated it to really needed the $83,000. But Jeff Bezos is worth $191 billion. There's
Yeah.
like 13 billion people in the world. Jeff Bezos could give everybody in the world $1 billion and still be 100 billionaire. Like,
Yeah.
okay, he gave $83,000, but do you understand that that's pennies in his pocket?
It's like you giving $20 to the church or something. Yeah.
It's like me
Like
giving $20 to the church.
it's like that oil in the Bible where the woman comes up and she gives her oil. Or no, that's the alabaster box. It's like that parable when it says, "Oh, there's these people that come up, they give 20, they give $100. Then here comes this woman and she gives $5, and then Jesus like this woman has given the most because she gave all that she had, as opposed to
Yeah.
somebody who is just giving a fraction of what they have. So it's a lot to learn in the human race. We got a long way to go, and that's okay. It's beautiful. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep growing. I think eventually, there's gonna be a break in the system, and I think that's kind of what's happening now. Because I think a lot of people don't want to be in companies for years on end. I think people want to kind of make their own way,
Yeah.
and I think that's great. And I think that entrepreneurship is even awesomer. A lot of people don't think about that,
Hmm.
but I think it's more difficult. I think that it's already difficult to have a business by yourself, but to actually create a business with somebody else, it seems like it's more work and headache than what it should be. What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like depending on who you gotta, for entrepreneurship to work, you gotta know your people. You can't just jump into it with some Joe Schmo. Like you have to know and trust the person that you're getting into it with, because we've seen time and time again where people rob companies from underneath the somebody's chin. Like McDonald's, for instance, was stolen from the person whose original idea it was. Like you have to know and trust your people, because you could think that y'all working on an even playing field, and the entire time they're scamming you.
I think this is what I think. You need to be knowledgeable.
Hmm.
It really doesn't matter who you go into business with. If you are knowledgeable, nobody can take advantage of you.
Yeah.
But if you don't know your stuff, if you don't know what's going on, then yes, you make yourself vulnerable to sharks and people taking advantage of you. And like I was just talking about Tony. I think that's why that was on my mind. But my mother was watching the documentary, and she was saying that like two of the guys out of the group made like 3 million or 1 million, and then two of the other guys in the group did not make. They only made like they'd be like half a million or something like that in this one deal that they made. And so then years later, that came out, so that happening, and so the people who made less were so upset. Why did we only make 500,000 or something like that, and y'all made 1 million, 3 million? But it's like, can you really be upset with them, or should you be more upset with yourself? Because why would you place the responsibility of the money that you make in somebody else's hand? So
That's
you
happened.
should.
That's happened so much in music too. But I feel like you can be upset with them because.
Well, I'm not saying like the record labels. I'm saying the actual
Mhm.
people in the actual group. So it was a few people in the group. Some people made more than other people. So I'm saying not like with a record label or a lawyer or whatever. with these people who you created the group with.
But the
Like,
record label is who's paying the people, right?
yes, but why don't you know the breakdown of the money? Why does three people know the breakdown of the money and you don't know the
For a
breakdown of the
long
money?
time, I think, and I might be wrong, I think Obama is the president who enacted the law to where businesses had to allow employees to discuss their wages. But for a very long time, um, not only was it illegal, but was also seen as like disrespectful to discuss your wages.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they just thought like I'll get in trouble if I ask them what they're making.
Well,
So
I don't.
and businesses did this so that they could pay the people who they valued more money while paying the people who weren't as valuable to them or more expendable to them less.
Yes, I get what you're saying, but I think it's different.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
like, oh,
But
this
that's a good
person.
point. Like, sorry, I was
Oh no,
thinking
go
out
ahead, go
loud.
ahead.
No, I was just thinking out loud. I'm thinking like that's a good point. Like at that point, you really can't be mad at them because if they don't know they're making more than you, like how are they? Like how can they even handle that?
Yeah, I think, like I was saying, I think it's different when you're in one group and then certain members of the group is making different amounts. That's different as opposed to like two separate people getting hired for in a position and the one makes $20,000 over what the other one makes because it's like two separate entities, but they're just like one entity. So I just say, you definitely want to choose your partners wisely, like STL said, but you definitely want to make sure you're knowledgeable, make sure you're in on what's going on because ultimately it's your life and it has to do with what's going on with you. So you should know the information too. So I would like to get into our poll.
You literally just read my mind. I was about to say I
Uh,
think our poll deals with this. I want to talk about that.
yeah, so we have a few questions, chat. We want y'all to come on in and respond and say what you would do and pick which one you would do. So we're going to go to our first question in our poll. And our topic was about business today and working and stuff. So our first question is, how many side hustles is too many side hustles? Because it can get ridiculous out here. You could have Uber, you could have Grubhub, you could have Instacart, you could be working on baking. Like it's a lot of different side hustles. You could be doing hair, you could be selling products, you could be making candles. Like it could get crazy. So how many side hustles do y'all think is too many? Is one okay? Is two too many? Is three too many? Or is four, is it never too many? So what's your opinion? Now, me personally, y'all don't know this about me, but it has always been my dream to be a Jackie of all trades, like a jack of all trades. I just always thought it would be dope just for like to be able to do like so many different things and be really good at it. So that's just always been a dream of mine. So for me, my answer is going to be it's never too many side hustles. Now, um, this is my opinion. You can become distracted, okay? So you can't get to a point where you just got so many. Appleweed Corp, what's up? What's up? That's Irvin. Thank you for coming in. He said, "Greeting family. So frustrated. Wait 10 minutes to say hi to my to my baby." Hey, Leah said 5 is minimum. You need 5 minimum.
Yeah, I agree.
You need 5.
I agree. Well, I feel like you need five streams of income.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't have to be.
Name.
So that's
Na-
the confusion for me because, like, I feel like a side hustle, the word hustle makes it sound like so aggressive to me. Like, I have to be working. And I don't know if you've
you
heard
do.
Steve Harvey say, but he's got this bit where he says that the money that he loves to make is his horizontal money and not his vertical money. So, vertical money is the money you got to get up and grind for. But horizontal money is the money
You just kind of
that you
have.
make in your sleep because you're
Oh
laying down.
yes. So I want to know what is the 5 streams of income? Like what is it? I want to know. Mel Holiday said as many as you can handle. Yes. I mean
Yeah.
it's getting wild out there. Okay. Essentially, you can't really survive. Not a lot of people can survive off of the one job that they have because a lot of people are making that type of money. A lot of people are, but some people are not.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need some type of supplemental income, some type of revenue that's making money without you
Yeah.
having to actually work. I think that's very important. What are some streams of income you think?
Stocks is like the easiest one.
Okay.
Savings accounts if they have a high yield of return.
Okay.
Um, Obviously your main job, whatever your 9 to 5 is, whether it be like a corporate 9 to 5 or just your entrepreneurship that you're grinding on.
Mm-hmm.
And then Aaliyah said your hobby turned hustle, turned source of income. So that's the thing that you love that you now do to make money. Um, I mean, there's gig work. We've already talked about gig work, and there's a million different gig opportunities.
There is.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot. There is a lot. I'm gonna say as many as you can handle too. I really am but it's kind of difficult because I think people don't realize like you can't just start something and then just stop it. Like you have to start it, you have to go, and get through the issues, and then get it to a point to where it's actually, creating income, and then you can add something else. Some people can just, oh, I'm about to start these 5 things. I put up 3 fingers. I'm about to start
Mm-hmm.
these 5 things and go forth. But usually
Nah,
it's a building game. So,
you have to give each thing equal opportunity to grow. Like some
mhm.
things are going to grow quickly and be pretty much streamlined. Now they're working on their own. Or they're just easy to manage. Some things are gonna, you have to dedicate the time though to grow each thing because some things are gonna take a little bit more time. But if you hone in on the necessary steps needed to make this opportunity work, it'll get to the point where you're not having to work so aggressively at it. It might not be horizontal money. You might still have to put in some elbow grease, but it's not going to be where it's like, oh, I got 50, 100, 11 million things to do today to make this
5011.
opportunity blow up.
Yeah. Apple Week Corp said
Mm.
all hustles should flow with your lifestyle, career based. Love it.
Yes.
If you doing something, let it be something you enjoy. Simple as that. You can make money off anything. Mel Holiday said cannibalism store. Hell yes.
Cannibalism,
I think it's like the weed stores, right?
cannabis,
Cannibalism. Did I say that right? Okay. Yeah.
cannibalism is eating people.
We knew what it was, Shelly. You knew what it was, Shelly. You knew it wasn't eating, folks. You knew it wasn't stores where they got barbecued hands and shit. You knew what it was. But okay, yes. Cannabism, is that the right? Is that how you say it?
I
Cannabism?
can't. Cannabis.
It's an ism on the end of it. Is it cannabism or is it cannibalism? Which one
It's
is it? I don't know.
cannabis.
Anyways, the weed stores, the edibles, y'all know what's up. Don't be trying to play us, okay? Me and Mel's on the same wavelength. We know what's up, okay?
I can't. Mel, did you mean cannabis or cannibalism? I need to know. I need clarification.
It's not. That's funny. Okay. Kim Possible said, I agree with that. As many as you can handle and be effective. That's it right
Yeah.
there. You gotta be effective, okay?
Yeah, that's true
Aaliyah,
too. I agree with
Aaliyah,
that.
Aaliyah said she's singing, she gigging 9 to 5. She got the event planning going. She got the cooking going. It's something creative. Okay. If you
Okay.
got the skills, do it. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Apple Week, oh, Apple Week Corp said eat people store. I can't
Eating
deal
people's
with y'all.
store.
Spiritual
Period.
Dolly said no barbecue hands. Listen, no smoked thighs or nothing. See, y'all just doing too much. We ain't got to, it
I
ain't been that
can't.
wild out here yet. Okay. Let's go to the next question on that. Shelly, you know you too much. This is the second question. On our poll, this is the second question. Is entrepreneurship overrated? Yes or no?
Oh, I just hold on before we get into this one. I meant to repeat the question that was asked because I don't think you saw it. Somebody said, "What kind of Kool-Aid is that you're drinking?"
What kind of Kool-Aid? Well, let's go now. This ain't quite Kool-Aid. I got some blueberry lemonade and some tequila. A little bit of tequila.
We're on that type of time.
I put some Bacardi in it too because I just had a little smidgen of Bacardi. So I'm trying, y'all. Listen, I was drinking the other day with my friend, actually Aaliyah Michelle. I was drinking with her, and
Mm-hmm.
I realized that I can't hold my liquor, and I'm very what do you say?
Lightweight?
I'm a lightweight, okay?
Are you lightweight?
So so what I'm trying to do, I am a lightweight. So what I'm trying to do is up my ante a little bit. I want to play with the big dogs. I want to be able to just drink anybody under the table. So ever since then I just been drinking every day all day. Okay, so if I don't got to drive, I'm taking 3 and 4 shots. Just because I'm trying to get
think
myself
that's what
back
you need to
together.
do.
Like I feel like I can't be 30 and be a lightweight. Like no, I need to be 30 and be a professional. Okay.
I
So
can't.
I'm working on that.
I can't.
Okay.
To repeat the question, the next poll question was: Is entrepreneurship overrated? Yes or no?
Is entrepreneurship overrated? I'm going to say it is not.
No, absolutely not. And if you think it
Now,
is, I want to hear. I want to hear reasoning.
mhm. What
I
do
don't
you
think it
guys
is.
think? Now, I do think that we shouldn't like put people down for who decide to work for a company because
No.
essentially some of these ideas out here that people have, they're so massive that it's not just going to be one person carrying it. Okay, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to need a team. You're going to need people. You think about Beyonce. You think about people who are famous. You think about who's the guy we was talking about earlier. They have a full team that create this persona, Beyonce,
Yep.
Jay-Z, or whatever. So it's
Yep.
not just one person who can carry some of these grand ideas. And so I don't necessarily think that having or working for a 9 to 5 work company is a bad idea. I just think that it's important for us to be able to also take ourselves to be able to um, create our own money also. So I think it should be a part of something. Have a job and have a 9 to 5 and a high side hustle or entrepreneurship. Why can't you do both? So Kim
Mm-hmm.
Possible said no. Lee Michelle said no. So
Yeah.
I think we all kind of probably gonna agree on that.
Yeah, I think that's the consensus.
If you don't agree, put that up because we want to hear the opposite opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've got to control our financial destiny. We have to
Absolutely.
because listen, it's time. That's all I think. Did y'all hear about what was that place in Oklahoma? Black Wall Street. They
Yes.
opened they opened a new the new version of it.
Yes, they
Has
did.
anybody been down there? Anybody heard about it? Anybody wants to go?
Not yet.
Okay, okay. I would
I
like
do
to
think
go.
that we're one step closer to reparations, though. And that might just be me being optimistic, but I think that because not only did they do that, they've been returning land to former, well, obviously the ancestors of former slaves who were driven out of their land by whatever means, by violence or what's it called, manifest destiny. Um, but whatever the reason are, ancestors or the descendants of ancestors are coming forward with documentation stating that their ancestors previously owned this land, and they were driven out by whatever means. And at least in California, a pretty big deal was worked to return the land um, to the descendants of ancestors who who it was stolen from. And it
Mhm.
was like $13.4 million worth of land.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think they are giving them the option. They're giving them the option to say, like, do you actually want the land or do you want the money so you can build another empire somewhere else?
We want the land. Don't play
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't
but
play
go
us. We know what real
ahead.
estate is worth.
See what I'm saying? That's just like them
They bought
saying,
it for 800 and now it's worth 13.4 million, and you think I'm gonna just be like, oh, give me the 13.4 million? No, give me the land.
they talk about you won the lottery. Do you want to get a weekly amount or do you just want the whole lump sum? If you don't give me my whole lump sum, cuz
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now.
call JG Winford 877 cash now. I ain't never called JG. I
Give
don't
me
know
the
what
land.
JG doing. But I know that song by heart. You hear
Mm-hmm.
me?
Those
That's a good
commercials
song.
are the easiest thing to remember.
Listen, let's go to the next one. Everybody is going to agree on that one. So
Yeah,
the
everybody
next one
said no.
is this is the question. Are you saving for long-term goals? Long-term goals? Or are you saving for short-term goals right now? What are you doing?
I used to very much be I'm here for a good time, not a long time person.
Mm.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time, baby. This paycheck, I get paid on Friday. My bank account gonna be at zero on Monday.
Mm. Ooh.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But I had to amend myself. I have children. I have a legacy to leave. So I had to get strict. And if you ask my husband, he probably says I'm too strict. But I had to get real strict with my spending
No,
habits.
it's important
Hmm.
because you got to be able to put up for the winter. You know,
I'm the type now to walk into other people's houses and be like, "Why are these lights on? What y'all got going on over here?"
What's the like budget? You never know what's around the corner. That should make you save right there. Like
Yeah.
you never know what's gonna happen. And some crazy shit be happening, and it happened fast. Like, oh, I'm just lollygagging, and bam, something happened. You be like, God, dog, I did not save for that. And so then
Yeah.
you have to go get you loans and all this type of stuff, and it's just like, okay, baby, it's time to save.
Mm-hmm. Aaliyah
Hmm.
says short term, just for now, for Jamaica. Hey, that sounds like fun. Appleweed Corp said long term. We got to think about 200 years on. Yeah.
Now,
Real estate.
listen, I
Real estate. Buy you a piece of this earth, please. Buy you a few pieces of this earth.
I don't even know. I'm gonna lie. This is important. You got to think 200 plus years on. But how do you do that?
You got to save.
But I'm saying, what does that look like? Because I mean, once you save money, I mean, you could pass away today, and then that money is just gonna be dispersed between your descendants or whatever. But like, what
That's
does that
another thing. Oh, that's hard. That's a good question.
200 years on? Like, you have to. Everybody says, okay, we need to build these empires, we need to build these kingdoms, but what does that look like? Like, what does it actually look like right now?
I think along with saving, you also have to educate so that you can trust the people who you are leaving your money or property or whatever with. Like,
Hmm.
teach them the value of what you're passing on to them so that they can protect it as well and pass it on as well.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's important. Yeah, land
Mm-hmm.
ownership, trust funds. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
feel that. I feel that. Real estate, what you said, Shelly. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I love it. All right, let's go to the next one. Do you prefer working in office or at home? Because, it's a whole new world out here right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And all them companies that said we can't, and my company was one of them. We cannot allow you guys to work from home. It's impossible for our company to operate in that manner. But when I tell you, when COVID hit and they was restricting stuff, when I tell you my company in 2 months, they was like, okay, all of y'all can work from home. What do y'all prefer?
Yeah. Um, I don't know. What do you prefer? That one's hard for
Um,
me.
I'm gonna prefer to work from home because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this work that they have us doing, it don't take that much. You know what I mean? They want my undivided attention for 8 hours, but realistically, I could get this job done in 2 hours and use them other 6 hours that you pay me for to do something that I need to work on. So then I'm getting double paid. That's all I'm saying. That's the only reason why I would want to work from home because I could be so much more productive.
That's a good
Um,
point. Apple Weed Corp said ain't no pandemic in my home. That's a fact. That's a fact.
period.
I
Period.
want to stay from home because I feel like I'm more productive at home. I don't have to get up in the
Mhm.
morning and get dressed. I can tend to my kids right here while I work.
Mhm.
Um, but I also want to stay in office because I'm a social butterfly and like I like going to the break room and getting the new dish on what's going on in the office and like going over to my friend's desk and like chatting for a little bit and like I like the social interactions of the office.
I think a lot of people miss the social interaction of going to the office because
Mhm.
you don't realize how, even though you probably say, "Oh, I don't really talk to a lot of people," but you don't realize how much you are interacting with folks. And it's important, we social beings, so it's important to have that. But I think that it just needs to be tweaked a little bit. I've seen like a group getting together on Facebook. They have these small groups that come and work together in these small spaces. So it's not a massive amount of people. It's like maybe like 5 or 6 people who come and
Mm,
work together. So
right.
I think maybe we just need to
Aaliyah said
re-envision
that
it.
traffic is horrible though. That's a fact.
That's true. When the
Traffic is
pandemic first
asinine.
hit, oh, when I tell you it was like a little small town out here, you can whip and you could go anywhere, no traffic, nowhere. You can go anywhere anytime because everybody was at home. But
Oh, I
now it's
loved
not like
it.
that no more.
I
It's not like that no
loved
more.
it.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I would prefer to work from home too
The
because
most wholesome thing I remember from when the pandemic first hit is we went to the beach and all the turtles were up on the beach. They're like, oh,
oh,
they were like, there's no people. We can just be out here. Turtles were up on the beach. Seals were up on the beach, just sunbathing and lounging and being animals. And I'm just like, wow, we really do disturb their peace. Like we really do disturb their peace.
That's
Seeing
like
all the
that.
turtles just on the beach, just chilling. At a time where if you went to the beach any other day at 11 in the afternoon, I mean 11 in the morning technically, you're not seeing any turtles because the turtles know this is when the people be out. We're staying in the water. We don't want to be near y'all. But we went to the beach and the turtles were just out and lounging. The seals were out and lounging, and I was like, I don't even want to go out there now.
Yeah, let them
Like
have their time.
I wanna leave them.
Hmm.
And then and I think a lot of people thought that because then we drove to another beach and everybody was out there. So I think more people, I would hope that a lot of people went to that beach and saw the turtles and the seals and they were like, let's leave.
Hmm.
Let's leave. Because then we went to another beach and it was dummy packed, like super
Yeah.
packed.
Yeah, I definitely think we have that idea that
Mm-hmm.
the world is ours, and we kind of have to hone it for how we want it to be. But we share the earth with animals, and
Yeah.
it would be nice to let things just kind of be in a natural state sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think COVID did kind of show that. I mean, I remember that city. It's a city in India. I can't remember which one it is, but it's always filled with smoke. You can't see through it. The smoke. You can't see the city
Wow.
because it's always has smoke. So when
Mm-hmm.
COVID hit and everybody had to be at home and stuff, you finally seen like the smoke clear. And it was
Mm-hmm.
like amazing. Like everybody was so amazed. And it was like, oh my gosh. But now it's
Wow.
back to that. So I mean, I
Yeah,
think we
man.
definitely can take that from COVID and just learn, have that lesson from it. Like that's something good that kind of came from it. Like maybe we should slow down sometimes and give other options for things to just
Yeah.
kind of be. But
Seriously.
you
Aaliyah
know.
said, asked me where. It was, I forget which beach it was, but it was on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. I
Mm-hmm.
think which beach it was. I have to think about which beach it was. I want to say it was
Was
Barber's Point, but I don't.
Barber Point,
Barber's
Monatoa?
Point.
Was it Monatoa? Beach Monatoa?
What?
Monatoa, Beach Monatoa?
Ma- Mauna Loa?
Was it Mauna Loa? Because they
No.
got Monatoa is to the west, Mauna Loa is to the east.
Uh
So
huh.
was it y'all on the east?
Uh huh. No, we
You
were.
don't
So
you don't remember.
we lived on the north west side. We lived on the
Oh,
west
it was
side.
west?
Yeah, we lived on the west side.
Was it Beach Honolulu?
What? Stop it right now. Stop it right now.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go to the last question of our poll. This is interesting. Okay. How do you want wait. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. How do you split your money in relationships? So is A, everything together? Is it B, everything separated? Is it C, combination of both? Or is it D, keep a secret stash? So what do you guys think? This is a tough question. I think this is a tough question because it's like when you are in a relationship, it's like you would think, let's put all the money together, but it doesn't work
Mm-hmm.
like that for everybody. And everybody doesn't have the
No,
same sentiment. Like I've
and
talked
it
to
shouldn't.
a lot of like younger women, and a lot of people feel, or not even younger, like I'm gonna say like 50s and younger,
Yeah.
and they feel like they don't want to merge the money. They want to keep their money separate from the partner. What do you think?
Yeah. We have a combination of both.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of
You're Nick.
mingling, a little bit of not mingling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I
Yeah.
think that's best because it's like obviously don't close down accounts because that's
Mm-hmm.
horrible for your credit. Um, so if you already had accounts open before you got married, keep those, and then when you get married or whatever, if some people who are not married but are in long-term relationships have
Mm-hmm.
joint accounts. So
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, create joint accounts um, with that person that you want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
I know people who are not married who buy homes together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people too.
So
So
it's like, do that
I
because
think.
I feel like that's smarter than splitting the rent.
Mm-hmm.
You can always figure out the house if a breakup happens, but at least you have ownership.
Mm, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that. Oh, Appleweed course said be open about your secret stash.
Mm-hmm.
I love, I don't know because I haven't experienced this yet. So I haven't had to try to think about should I join my account with somebody, but I love the idea of a secret stash. I think
Yeah.
that it's just fun. It's just fun, you know. I think to that. I think I said this on the podcast before, but that scene in Jumping the Broom, and her husband had got a little aggressive with the investments, and he ended up losing all their money, and he lost their house or the money for the house or something. And so then Angela Bassett is like, you know, I'm so glad I kept some money away from you because you done lost all the money and now all we have is this little stash.
I don't
And he's like,
remember. I don't. That movie does not even sound familiar.
he was like, you got a stash? And she was like, yes. And so then they was okay.
Mm.
This was called Jumping the Broom, and it's with what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? I can't think of her name. I can't think of her name. But basically she gets married to this guy, and the guy, she has money in her family, and they have some issues. The mama is a little too connected to the son, and you ain't never seen it, Shelly?
I've never seen it, but you know me, I haven't seen that movie.
Oh Lord. Oh. Well, I think
It's
that
sad.
I think you should just kind of talk through with your partner, see what works best for y'all. So
Hmm.
I think if y'all both been doing really good on your own, I don't think there's anything wrong with just opening up an account just to put the stuff in there to pay for stuff together. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
feel you. Is that
I
the last
think
one? I need to get into Turn It Around.
yeah, that's the last one. We could go ahead and get into it. I think that everybody is kind of like, they'll decide what they want to do. Yes,
Yeah.
STL's Angela Bassett on yeah, she was the mama. She was the mama. So this is gonna be our last segment, guys. We want to thank y'all for coming in here. And Paula Patton, that's what it is. Did somebody already said that?
Paula
Oh yeah, Aaliyah,
Patton.
she said
Yeah.
Paula Patton, yes. It's a good movie. I like it. So what we're gonna do is our last segment, and it is called "Turn That Thing Around." So y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we get into it. STL, you gonna do our little video before I start giving the
Turn
little.
that thing around.
So good. That was so good. Yeah. Yeah, it's called Jumping the Broom. Yes. Did I say that? Did I say it was Jumping the
Yeah, you
Broom?
did. You said the movie.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen it though.
Okay, so we about to do turn the thing around. Y'all know how it goes. Basically, we're gonna hit y'all with some scenarios. And so what you want to do is come out with how do you turn the thing around? So we, you know, in life we get hit with a lot of different things that kind of bring us down, but the objective is to see the positive in every situation. And if you can do that, you can make it in this life. So Shelly, I'm gonna do mine. Is yours funny? I'm gonna do mine first. Okay.
I've got one funny one and one really serious one.
Okay, which one do you want to do? You go ahead.
You want
Don't
me to
tell
go
me.
first?
Yeah, just tell me which one you're gonna do.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the serious one. You've been
Okay.
having issues in the office with a long-time employee.
Hmm.
She's not following the tasks as she's supposed to, and
Hmm.
she leaves a mess in the joint employee spaces. So like the break room, like yeah, the joint desk, whatever. You're a manager, and the manager over you is gone on vacation. So you're like the shift manager, and then there's like a operations manager.
Okay.
She texts you and says that you need to fire the employee while she's gone.
What
You've never done this before. So what do? Try to think around.
does me do me and the girl, do we have a relationship, or is she just an employee and I'm just a manager?
I mean, y'all have developed, a little working friendship,
Oh Jesus. Okay. I'm
but she's
gonna.
trash. Like she's messy. She don't clean right. Like she's trash.
First of all, if this is not my regular job, then I'm definitely going to be writing an email to our higher boss and telling them that I need at the least, a $5,000 raise because this is extra stress that I did not sign up for. Okay, now I will do it because I'm here for the company, but I need extra money for this because this is going to take a toll on my heart, on my spirit, and everything. Okay. After that, I would just tell the girl, I was like, hey, and she's like, hey, girl, I'm like, it's not that time. Go ahead and put yourself on break and come with me, okay? She'd
Okay,
be like,
real
okay,
professional.
okay. So I'm having Morpheus glasses on. I'm gonna be holding my arms like Morpheus as I'm walking, just with my hands on my back, just real serious. I'm gonna take her to the break room first, and I'm gonna say, I want you to take a look around. Okay. She gonna say, okay. I'm gonna say, now I see this mess. I see crumbs over here, juice spilled right here. I see this container got your name on it, half open.
I don't.
You got lettuce out. Do you see this? She gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna say, see, this is your mess. Okay. She's gonna be like, I'm sorry, I'm cleaning up. I said, this is usual for you. She's gonna be like, okay. So now I'm gonna take her and I'm gonna show her the stats. I'm like, little mama, look. Okay. This is what you've been supposed to be doing. This is what you haven't been doing.
This is embarrassing.
This is not embarrassing. This is me showing her herself. Okay.
So
I'm just gonna show her. I'm just gonna show her. Look at this. Now I don't want.
Okay.
Look, I don't want to do this, and I'm gonna get a little emotional. So I'm like, I don't want to do this. Okay. But they making me do this. They gonna fire me if I don't fire you. So it's you over me, okay? Love you, and I'm sorry. I know you just had the baby.
Fire you though.
Wait. I don't have to fire her.
You have to fire her, but they didn't say they were gonna fire you if you didn't fire her.
She don't need to know that. I need her to know that this is rough. I literally had to pick between myself and her. Okay.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
This hurts me more than it hurts you. I'm so sorry, but we're gonna have to let you go, mama. And good luck with everything. And that's it. And I'm having a little one Denzel tear.
I'm dying.
And I'm gonna walk back into business. And you know, that's it. What else can I do?
She's gone.
Turn that thing around. I will send her some Indeed posters later. If I have her number, I'll send her some stuff. But besides that, what else can I do?
Y'all. Okay, real quick before you hop into the next one. So this is not made up. This happened to me.
This actually happened to you?
This happened to me.
Don't be giving me you giving me real turn that things around. What happened,
This
Shelly?
happened to me.
What happened?
And I literally was just like, I didn't know what to say.
Did you have to fire or did you get fired?
So I had to fire her. My boss literally texted me, and me and my boss are really good friends. And he texted me and he was like, you need to fire her. I'm watching the cameras and she's terrible. So I took her in the office and I didn't know what to do. I'm like 22 and I'm just like, your performance has been less than, acceptable. You've been leaving messes. Everyone is kind of it's insufferable. We're kind of at our wits' end with everything. And so she's like trying to explain herself. And I'm just, yeah, well, at this point, we just don't need you anymore.
Shelly. See, and you talking about I'm bad.
I thought that was the
I didn't say that.
Mommy. Yes.
Oh, wow. That is funny. Well, this is what I think. You got to let the folks go. Right.
Yep.
That's more trying to say.
Like, we don't need you anymore.
Well, shoot. What can you do? Your boss texted you. First of all, I think that's a little like, why would he text you? He should have emailed you. Come on now. And told you to fire somebody he was supposed to be doing it. I would have said, if you're not here today, just wait till you come back to fire her. You on vacation, just come back and fire her yourself. Like, that's your job. And if he was like, no, I was just like, you have to run me a check. You have to run me a check off the books because I don't even want to tax it if I'm doing your job. So that's what it is. That's what it is. We're going to hit the next one. Okay?
Yes, please. Yeah, that was ready? Funny.
I love it. Okay, here we go. There is an idea that has been dancing around in your mind now for 3 long years. It is your dream, okay? You finally saved up enough money to begin to develop it. You begin researching and find out that there's a similar idea that someone else has developed and is actually making money from, okay? Now you're crushed and you feel like you don't know which way to go at this point. Turn that thing around.
This is easy.
It's easy?
This is real easy.
Okay.
When you walk in the grocery store.
Okay.
And you walk down the bread aisle.
Uh-huh.
Do you see just one loaf of bread? Just one bread company making bread?
Girl, you got Best Choice, Sarah Loaf, Hawaiian, all of it. Ezekiel
It's like
bread, what?
900,000 breads, shorty. So whatever your idea is, make it happen. Somebody's gonna want yours over theirs.
Period.
Somebody's gonna want yours over theirs for some reason. Maybe they like you. Maybe they like your branding, the way that your product is made over the other one. Hi.
Yeah.
They're gonna want yours over theirs. So I'm making it happen. Whatever my idea is, I'm executing.
I love it. Because I think this is a deterrent for a lot of people. People be like, oh, somebody already created it. I'm not gonna do it. Do you know how much 90s? Let me tell y'all this, okay? Y'all know the 90s artists, okay? You can name them. All the people that was famous in 90s. Do you know how much 90s music that you don't know? It's so many artists out there. So it's not about, being the only person. It's about bringing what you bring to the table within a specific field. So that's to turn that thing around. So if you can just do if it was given to you, then it's meant for you to come out with something. Or even, this is another way, even if you don't actually, somebody already came out with it before you. What if you just bring something else to it and help somebody with their entrepreneurship and turn it into entrepreneurship? So that you can be on the team, y'all can develop it together.
Yeah.
So I mean, sure. It's never anything negative about that. Apple Week Course said, take note of what could be better, then do it anyway.
Oh yeah, make their thing better. That's what Apple does. Apple waits for Samsung to come out with something, and then they take it, and then they're like, "Ooh, introducing." You're not introducing shit. Samsung already did that. You just made it better.
I just would like for everybody to notice that how every time somebody do the war between Android and Apple, it's always the Android folks starting the stuff. It's always Android people saying, "Oh, Apple this, Apple that," and I just don't. If y'all so much better,
always start.
Why y'all always gotta hate?
Barely see y'all with that camera quality, so I don't know where you got off.
With the Apple,
no,
camera,
with the Android, they always start stuff. And your camera quality look like Sims in 2009. Please talk to me nice. Please.
I cannot deal with it. Listen, the Android phones is nice now, the Apple phones is nice now, and let me tell you something. They're both multi-billion-dollar companies. So it's just teaching you go forth with what you want to go forth with. That's all I'm saying. Rebel Link said my camera phone is killing it. What you got? You got the iPhone? No, I'm gonna guess it's not.
I feel like Rebel has an Android because of the comment I just made.
Like I am great. I tell you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm an Apple user. I'm ready to be off of Apple. But what happens with Apple is they pull you so deep in. Okay, they take control of all the aspects of your phone, and once you get up out of that thing, you just kind of got to leave your whole life behind with the Apple stuff. So, my Android takes awesome pics, dope. Apple sucks.
You think it takes awesome pics, but you should see how it shows up on my phone.
Pixelated and stuff.
Real
pixelated. I'll be getting a message that say, "Oh, the phone, this phone
file is corrupted.
Yeah, this file is too old. You have to look at it on your computer or something."
This is not okay.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, what's your last one? What's your last reboot name?
Okay, this one's kind of funny, but I just want to see where it goes.
I love funny.
Your car breaks down in the work parking lot. You call your boyfriend, "Oh, babe, my car broke down," and he's just like, "Whatever, like I can't come help you right now." So you're there in distress. Your car's broken down. Your work bae drives by, and he's like, "What's up, boo? I can help you out, but you're gonna have to let me take you out to dinner." What do? Turn it around.
Shelly. And how long I've been with the boo? How long I've been with my baby?
Listen, why does it always matter?
Because it matters. I need to know how deep we into this.
You've been with your boyfriend for a year. You've been with him for a year.
A year? Is he out of state? Why can he not come get me?
He busy right now.
Oh, Jesus. Was he indifferent? Like when he said it, he was like, "Girl, I can't come get you right now."
Yeah, or was he like, "No, I can't do that right now."
We must have had a fight. He must be mad at me. He's trying to teach me something. He's trying to be like,
STL just gave me an idea. On top of that, when you brought your pound cake to the work potluck, work babe was tearing it up.
Yeah, when I changed the shit.
Fucking the pound cake up.
Wait. And he was eating my pound cake. Oh shit. Why is he not the dude? Why is work bae not the actual bae?
Because before you started this job, you were already dating your boyfriend.
Ooh, Jesus Christ. And he like my pound cake. I don't know why.
He the pound cake.
I'm called bae. I'm like, you know what? Hello? He gonna be like, I told you I was busy. Let me tell you something. Listen here. Okay. I got this man who loved my pound cake. Okay. Who trying to give me a ride, and he said all I had to do is go to dinner with him, and you up here acting like I'm a whole issue. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes, okay, to treat me like the woman you asked me to be your girlfriend. You asked me about girlfriend. Okay, it takes stuff to be with me, okay? And if I need you, you need to be there for me. Simple as that. So you got 10 minutes, boo. Okay. Matter of fact, let me call you on FaceTime so you can see what work bae look like. Okay. You got 10 minutes to come get this goddamn tire, or I'm going with work bae. Okay. Simple as that.
Well,
I'm gonna hang up the phone, and the type of guys
you
that
are
I usually
loyal to the soil. Leena said she giving baby another chance. I'm gonna give him another chance to show his ass up.
Listen, you know how many times I make this pound cake to try to make it to where he like it. My grandma put extra vanilla in it. You know how much vanilla I'm putting in this pound cake at this point just to get him to like it.
Period.
So if 10 minutes pass, he can't come get me. Then I'm irritated, and I'm at the point where I'm like, this.
So you're just gonna stand there. You staring at work bae staring at you.
I'm gonna tell work bae he can leave. I'm
just
good.
Waiting
I appreciate
for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna say I appreciate you for waiting with me for 10 minutes, but I'm a down one. So I can't be messing with you, even though he gave me every right to right now. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and go. So I'm gonna let work bae go, because if I'm in love, I'm in love. You can get the perfect man, head to toe, got everything I need, got the money, got the everything, the looks. He want everything with me, and I'm with somebody else. I won't be able to mess with the perfect man, because that's just how it is. So I would just call roadside assistance and be like, my man is being funny. He can't come get me, so I need y'all to come get this damn tire.
Wow.
Work bae gonna be gone, but that's just gonna make it worse for him, because he gonna want me even more, because he see how loyal I am. And then my real dude, he think I don't went work bae, but really I just got I just got AAA. So it's just a real rough situation right there. But that's what I would do. Turn that thing around.
I like it. Turn it around.
Yeah, I got right. Lady T said, get AAA. You won't need either of them. And let me tell you something. I know how to change a tire. Praise the Lord. So I can change it myself. But every time I try to change the tire myself, it's a man somewhere. He'd be like, let me get that for you, baby. I'll be like, go ahead. Yeah, you all right. So there you go. That was a good one, Shelly. Turn that thing around. Thank everybody for coming. Oh, you got another one? You got another one?
I was asking you if you want to do one more. We can wrap it up, though.
I don't have another one. But let me tell you, next time, I will be more prepared. I'll have two next time, okay?
Hey.
Thanks, everybody, for coming in, listening with us. This has been Reboot the Podcast. You already know. Check us out on Facebook at Reboot This. You can check us out on YouTube at Reboot the Podcast under STL's page. Thank you so much. We are going to be changing our time, guys. So this is very important. Starting February, we are going to be changing our times to Monday at 9 p.m. So we want you guys to follow us and come with us. We're going to do a little later night show. We're going to have a little more, so a little bit more for y'all, okay? So come with us and enjoy the time with us, and we want to talk about really great things. If you have any ideas, any Reboot This ideas, please post it on the Facebook page. You can follow us. You can follow me. I'll let Shelly do yours after me. You can follow me at Instagram, Leora Music. And yes, thank y'all for coming. Go ahead, Shelly.
Hey, you can follow me at Miss Shelly Welly at like everything. So Twitter at Miss Shelly is TikTok. So TikTok is at Bets on Shelly. And also for everyone who's still here, just real quick, I don't have a promo for it yet. We are starting little rendezvous dating segment. So if you have anyone who is interested in coming on, having a good little winning a prize during a dating segment on the show, please DM us their names or have them DM us and let us know. We'll get time set up and we'll have them on for a little fun.
Yes, our February the 14th show, we are doing our dating segment. So we want y'all to come on. If you know any single women, any single guys, like Shelly just said.
Any singles.
DM
just
us
for some fun, maybe they'll walk away with a prize and a date. Who knows?
Oh, you never know. Because let me tell you something. What's our segment called, Shelly?
Swoon the sweetheart singer of this podcast.
Nah, you did it right. You did it perfect. You did it right. Swoon the sweetheart, baby. So do you feel like you got that game? Do you feel like you can get the woman you wanted? Do you feel like you can get the man you've always wanted? Come on to the show. DM us. We ready for y'all. We about to do the Reboot Love Connection, baby. Thank y'all for coming.
Right, bye, guys.
We love y'all. We'll see y'all next time. See you later.
Reboot, growth, reboot, longevity, reboot, understanding, reboot, and integrity. Reboot, me and you, reboot, we on the road. Reboot, grass, reboot, self-discovery. Got a lot to learn in this life, reboot, and I'm excited. Gonna do it with my people, like mine. Yeah. What you gonna do when you need reboot? What you gonna do?